I want to talk about Mitch Moss and
Yes.
the Circa Invitational that we did for baseball during the All-Star break. Scott Trabucco finished first, took the Braves with his $10,000 ticket. I know he hedged and made some money off of it, but they're out. Mitch had the second pick, and I remember the day of the draft, he was torn between the Astros and the Blue Jays. He didn't know who he was going to take. And then the Astros GM came out and said, we're going to acquire another arm, another starter. That tilted the scale. So he has a $7,000 ticket at 12-1, and plus you get the 7 back because it's a free bet. So
right.
He stands to win $91,000. The Astros win the World Series. He bet a $500 ticket on the Rangers that gets him back $7,500 for the American League and $300 that gets him back $7,500 for the World Series. So his question to me was, how do I maximize my position here and guarantee a win? I'm not looking to win 91. I'm looking to try to get as much as I can. I said what I would do if I were you, Mitch, is I would go and I would add another $12,500 on the best Rangers series price you can find. So let's say it's 125 in the market, or even 120.
Sure.
Because I think there's a little better than 120 out there. But let's say it's 120, right? And so you're going to get $15,000 back on that ticket, right? Plus he wins $7,500 on the other one. So now he's at 22.5. This is if the Astros are out. And he's got $7,500 that he could convert into $3,500, right? And if you wanted to in the World Series, in that scenario, your worst case is $26,000. You walk away a profit of $26,000. But let's say that loses, right? So now you're in $13,000, but you have the Astros in the World Series. If they're playing the Diamondbacks, you're going to get plus 135, 40 on right. And if they're playing Philadelphia, I think it's close to a pick, but Astros with home field will be a favorite. So even there, I would come back and bet $40,000 if it was the Phillies, and maybe low 30s if it's
sure,
right. And in that scenario, if the Phillies won it, let's say you're going to win 44,000 minus the 13, you come up 31. And if they don't win it, you're in 53, but you win 91, you profited 38. I think you can lock up 26, anywhere between 26 and 40,000 with that theory.
No, that's a great way to lay it out. And it's a classic case where I'm sure there's not a lot of folks who have potentially 91,000 to win like our guy Mitch Moss. But when you're at this point, you're now at all 4 teams sub 5-1. And if you've been playing this throughout the year, Astros plus 185, the favorites, Phillies plus 210, Rangers plus 295, Diamondbacks plus 475. It kind of goes back to just a broader point of baseball specifically, where it is such a unique sport betting-wise compared to others, where futures are such a big part of the pie. And I'm sure there's a lot of people wondering that exact same question of, all right, I've got a position on team A at whatever double-digit price to 1 to win a good amount, maybe not 91,000, but it's like, how do you do that? Are you of the mindset of going that strategy, playing it series by series, or would you go, we're down to 4 teams, I'm getting over 2-1 on Philadelphia. If you like them to win the series, and let's say you have one of the AL teams, you just take a big piece of Philly right now and then wait till the series goes on to figure out your Astros v. Rangers position. Is that a strategy you look at either?
Yeah, I wouldn't. At 4 teams, I'm not making future bets.
Right.
Unless I have both of the National League teams and I can bet one American League team.
For sure.
It's a better value than the series will be. So
it's a great mental exercise, that's for sure.
Go to VSiN.com/subscribe to become a VSiN Pro subscriber today.